Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Israel Brief. I'm your host, Rolene Marks, with today's top stories. And earlier today, the IDF announced that they had struck underground Hamas targets within the Gaza Strip. And this is in response to a rocket fired from the Strip that landed very close to the Israeli town of Be'er Tuvia yesterday. Thank goodness there were no casualties. In response, the IDF has installed a naval blockade on the Gaza Strip, shutting down the area for fishing, and also announced earlier today that they had intercepted a rocket around about midnight last night that was fired from the Gaza Strip into Israel, setting off the code red or Tzeva Adom and sending thousands to their shelters. And we will be continuing to keep a watch on the south. Things do seem to be escalating a little bit, and we reported on that yesterday. We also reported on the fact that there were at least 8 incendiary fires set off in the south of Israel, and closing off the fishing areas is in response to that as well. And is it a case of Yisrael? Hi, well, maybe. One of the youngest Likud members, who is an advocate for the legalization of pot, her name is Sharon Haskell, is trying to ensure that legislation is passed that would allow for the smoking of pot or dope or doobie, whatever you want to call it, marijuana, in areas where cigarette smoking is allowed, but also in private homes. If the bill is pushed through, it will also allow for at least 15 seeds to be grown privately in one single planter. I don't know, perhaps this is the reason why Israel is one of the happiest countries in the world. Who knows? Don't quote me on that. And more further afield, and this time in the UK Parliament, and a group of IDF reservists who call themselves the Human Shield Special Testimony Group have addressed at least 20 MPs, or members of Parliament, as well as about 50 other visitors, on their experiences dealing with terrorism and human rights violations with the Palestinians, and also especially in the West Bank. They spoke about the use of human shields and how this plays a very, very significant role in Hamas's kind of war strategy, and how they have to respond, and the trauma that is involved with that. And one of the mandates of this special group of reservists is to try and bring Israel's side of the story, or Israel's narrative, and the experiences that are experienced by soldiers in the IDF, which are very, very seldom heard to the general public. And we wish them luck with that, and hope that there are audiences that will engage their side of the story. And he had us at hello. It was announced today that 80s music icon and American Idol judge Lionel Richie is headed to Israel this September, where he will perform for a lot of ecstatic Israelis. And he had a major hit with Hello and Dancing on the Ceiling. And we're looking forward to welcoming Lionel Richie and another former American Idol's judge and also major global icon Jennifer Lopez, as she brings her party tour to Israel later this year. It's My Party in August with J-Lo. In September, you can croon along with Lionel Richie. The summer doesn't get much better than that. Now, if you're looking for something to read this weekend, don't worry, we have you covered. You can check out our content at www.layoftheland.online. That's www.layoftheland.online. If mosquitoes are really irritating you, please read Dave Kaplan's excellent article on a new Iron Dome invention by an Israeli startup to keep these suckers at bay. And if you want to keep following the saga that is Shitty Jew Gate, you can read my article, Shitty Jew, about my experience there. We have had some follow-up comments. One of the comments coming in from somebody saying that being called Shitty Jew is actually a comment on my personality and is not anti-Semitic. But you make your own mind up. And don't forget, check that out on www.layoftheland.online. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook. We also love to wish you Shabbat Shalom and a great weekend there. So check us out at Lottel site, like us, follow us, share our content. It's one way of getting Israel's side of the story out to the masses. And if you like your daily dose of the Israel Brief, simply click on subscribe below. I'm Rolene Marks for the Israel Brief, wishing you Shabbat Shalom and a wonderful weekend.